Hi there, it's Amy D with Amy D Coaching, and today we're talking about unrealistic buyers. We've all come across them. They want the world, but they don't really want to pay for it. These are the people who also tend to believe it's our job to help them get the best price on the house, or maybe they even think it's our job to help them get something under market value, but they want the nicest house in the nicest neighborhood. And that's really not the case. So the first thing you need to ask yourself is if you're dealing with an unrealistic buyer or an uneducated buyer. And by uneducated, I also mean underrepresented. It's kind of a tough thing to ask yourself, but if you haven't taken the time to educate them, you haven't done your job. And you can't tell the difference between uneducated and unrealistic until you start to do your job and educate them about A, what our role is, and B, what the market supports. So if somebody doesn't know that the average sales price in a certain neighborhood is $450,000 and they want a really nice home in that neighborhood for $375,000, they're not unrealistic. They're uneducated. Markets have a tendency to shift. Maybe a year or 2 years ago, $375,000 would have been fairly appropriate or doable in that same exact neighborhood. So you need to, and this is also why I'm a huge advocate of the buyer broker consultation. Sit down with your clients the very first time that you meet with them. Go through everything, educate them. Once they've been educated, if they're still wanting under market in the nicest neighborhoods, now you know you're dealing with someone who's unrealistic. And to me, the best way to deal with an unrealistic buyer is not to. So step one, you educate them. If that doesn't work, you just tell them thank you very much. This probably isn't a good fit. Best of luck. I know that sounds harsh and that wasn't the answer that you wanted, but honestly, it will free you up to work with people who are more realistic, who are going to actually buy a home without wasting a huge amount of your time. The people who are truly unrealistic and won't be educated, those are the same people who either A, often end up never buying, or those are the ones who will find something, they'll go onto Craigslist and find a for sale by owner and they'll call you and say, oh yay, we bought a house, and that's great for them.